Yo, what's up, y'all? It's me, Black Knight, and we are with WhoKnowsZombie. Instagram link,
Hell
other
yeah.
links, social links will all be in the description and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and check out the new Danny Mullen video that he featured in. Check out some cuts and parts and ask some questions, figure some stuff out about him. So let's get the fuck into it.
Hell yeah, dude. He's cooking
More
ribs
than
over here.
half of people.
Oh, what's up? What's his name?
Yeah.
What's your dad's name?
His name's Fuckhead Ralph or Ralph, you know? What are you gonna fight him with the ribs?
Big Ralph, Big Ralph.
He can't hear you. He can't hear you, but yeah, I figured I'd show him for a second.
Oh
All right,
shit.
start that
W
video.
Ralph.
My bad, my bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
W Ralph.
People in their 20s now live at home with their parents.
Welcome home.
Yay! That's the most ever in American history. This week, I'll be hanging with 3 of these homers in order to better understand the crisis.
This is one of them.
There's Zombie.
Right here, we got one of them.
The addicted
Fuck yeah,
hoarder
baby.
who runs a Jackass-style YouTube channel with his dad.
That's the best comparison that I would say. When I compare your content to anything, I would say like OG Jackass. Just like
Dude, you know what? I came up with the perfect comparison. I would say it's a mix between Jackass, Filthy Frank, and I don't know if you know this one because it's a bit old now, but Carrot Top, because the way he makes props and stuff. And I make a lot of props for my stunts, and I come up with little bits like that. So that's how I would say that.
I would
it's kinda
definitely
like
say Jackass mixed with Filthy Frank. I could see that a lot.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Especially the hair cake part 2
Oh,
featuring Zombie.
dude,
Part 3.
I
Bring
want to
back the
do
hair
a
cake.
Filthy Frank tribute. I want to do a Filthy Frank tribute. The vomit cake that he did. I want to.
Oh god.
I'm gonna do that.
I remember that shit. Dude.
It was so fucking gross. You know, I can't, dude. What's funny is I can't even watch gross stuff, bro. I have to turn it off a lot of times.
But you
and
can
I
do
all
it
this shit.
yourself?
Yeah, it's why. But that's why, right? I want good footage of me reacting from me getting grossed out, so it works out. I
Yeah.
always figured, with autism and how I get grossed out so easily, it'd be super perfect because I'll just get grossed out and I'll basically get the footage that way naturally. So I was like, dude, this is the perfect content. And then I just did it, and it worked out so well. So it's like. That's why I started though. Yeah, I can't watch gross stuff that well. I couldn't even watch Danny Mullen drink his pee, bro, on the fucking road trip video I did. Yeah, I had to turn it off. It was so gross.
But you did the same thing your damn self.
I know. It's funny. It's funny.
Well,
Yeah.
so like, when did you find out that you had autism and stuff? Was that like a later development? Did you have that like,
About
find out your whole
about
life?
age 23.
Okay.
Age 23, I found out somewhere around there. Found out late. At first, I was offended. I was like, I ain't got no fucking autism.
I'm not
'cause, like,
autistic.
yeah, I was high functioning, so it's like I couldn't really tell. But then there was just stuff that made sense with like, fucking just not being able to, just socialize as well, not understanding when people are making jokes and joking around with me. So a lot of times when people joke with me, I can't tell, and I think they're being serious. And they're like, "Bro, I'm just joking." I can never pick up on that. A lot of times, common sense. There's a lot of times where I just like my mom will say, "Hey, go get this thing. It's in there, and it's in a brown bucket." And there's a red bucket in there, but there's no other buckets. And I'm like, well, you said brown, so I didn't see it. I didn't know you meant that. And so it's like you got to be very detailed with me, where you like say exactly what you're looking for. But so no common sense a lot of times. And also it probably helps with coming up with all these weird and crazy ideas because I have so many unique, wild ideas in my head that I can visualize. And then that's how I make a lot of the videos. But yeah, age 23, bro. And I didn't really socialize that well in school until like the later years. Then I finally started making a lot of friends. But it took that was after I got my lip ripped off though,
Oh,
because the dude
yeah, I
tried
heard
sucker
about
punch
that
me.
in the I
Yeah,
heard about that in
yeah.
the video
So
that you
after
were
that,
saying.
yeah, exactly. After that, I got prescribed like Lortabs for the pain. And whenever I got prescribed those and I took those at school for the pain, I had no anxiety. So I just started socializing more when I was on those. And
Oh.
that's how I started making a little bit of friends and shit. Don't do that, people. I'm not,
Don't do
that's
drugs
just
and
a
meet people.
coincidence. Yeah, that was just a coincidence on how that happened. But yeah, so man, I found out late, but I honestly at first was just like, I'm not fucking autistic. I was like, what the hell, dude? And it's funny because the lady always said that, oh, your son's autistic, because her son was too.
Mhm.
And she was like, your son's autistic. And my mom got offended and
Yep.
I got offended. And then we find out I am autistic.
So then we
So
didn't
shout
talk
out
to
to
the
that lady. She was
neighbors.
right. Yeah. But that's, yeah, 23, man. Yeah, I wish I would have known sooner, but
Yeah, do you think it like what ways do you think it hindered you by not knowing?
let's
And what
see.
ways do you
So
think
for
it helps
one,
you by knowing now?
Okay, so I will say the first obvious thing that it hindered me with is just all the depression and mental health problems that I had from thinking I was like, weird and not being able to fit in, and also not being able to feel like I can, have people to relate to. A lot of times I felt like, man, everybody else is like this, but I'm like this, and I don't understand how they just understand this and that and how they fit in so well and click so well. And I felt like there was always something missing with me where I just didn't understand it, and when I found out I had autism, that was the missing, piece to that puzzle.
Okay.
And it's like, so finding out, it just made it where I can actually, try to work on that and maybe try and find ways to understand it better. So that I just didn't be so depressed about it, where it's like, I didn't know what was going on. I was so confused on why everybody seemed so normal, but I would seem so not understanding with a lot of things and not be able to socialize so well. So yeah, stuff like that. It definitely made it harder with mental health shit. And whenever it actually makes it easier to, kind of just understand what's going on. And then you go, "Oh, okay, so that's why I'm like that. And fuck it, I guess I'm just like that. So that's nothing I could change, but I could try to work on it." And then how it helped knowing is obviously that. Um, but it also helped just, not being so hard on myself whenever I had those problems, right? Instead, I would just be like, well, that's something I can't really fix. I could work on it, but it's not my fault. So, like, a lot of times I'd just be too hard on myself. So, it made it where I just started trying to work on it, really.
Okay. So made it so that you could actually try and work towards fixing the problem or in
Yeah,
building
another
better.
autistic thing. Yeah, yeah. And another autistic thing I'll say is just right then when I was trying to explain that to you. Obviously, people can do this normal too. It doesn't have to be someone who's autistic, but I have a really hard time explaining my thoughts. And I'll see it in my head and it'll be so clear. But then when I start to say it, I go on a long fucking tangent, just trying to fucking explain what I'm trying to think. And it just won't come out. So I keep trying to explain it in different ways and it still doesn't, click. And then it's like, fuck, man. And then I'm like, fuck, I was talking for like a long time there. I need to shut up. But
No,
it's
that's
like, so that
interesting
happens
because
a lot.
that's interesting to me because you seem like a pretty good speaker and like you seem like you are,
Yeah,
or at least
that's what
now
they
you
were
seem like
saying.
you're pretty well articulated with yourself.
Yeah, that's wild because like that's what my mom and dad was saying. They were really shocked when I did some interviews and stuff. How I was just talking so calm and natural, but I was like nervous, dude. I was fucking a nervous wreck inside. I felt like really anxious on the first Danny Mullen podcast, right? But now, even I was even nervous whenever you wanted to do the interview before. I was really nervous to come on here, bro.
I
But
was
like
nervous
after
my
doing
dad
the
self to
movie,
do it.
that's funny. After doing the movie and doing the Danny Mullen thing and just the Danny Mullen video as well, and all the different stuff. I even did a live stream with Local. I don't know if you know who Local Live is
Yeah, the is that
with
the
Keemstar.
yeah those are the people that
Yeah,
actually do
he got
the
mad at me.
yeah yeah
Yeah, yeah.
they there was clips of that in the video that you posted too, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah. So I did that and I was in front of 2,000 people, bro. I was so nervous, right? But after doing a 2,000 people live stream, I kind of got, and I did the boxing event. I forgot about that. At the movie we did, we had a boxing event
Oh
between
shit!
fish tank people. Yeah, and there was like 1,000 people or 2,000. I don't know, because Greg himself had 1,000. And then all the fish tank people like Bert, Banks, Mizzy, were all reacting to it.
Is that online
So,
somewhere? Where can we watch that?
yeah, I could definitely show you that as well. But I don't. Are you allowed to show boxing? It was an event. They had like protection on and all
Yeah, you
that.
can
I
watch
don't
it.
know if
Yeah,
you can show
yeah,
that or
you
what.
show boxing.
Yeah, so that after doing that and the locale thing, I just got really, used to being on camera. And it's like I was already used to being on camera, but live.
Yeah.
And so now I'm kind of more calm. I was still a little bit nervous coming in here, right? For the first second. I feel calmer now. I'm a little bit nervous watching things because I feel like I'm just gonna sit here and be boring. But I'm down to watch it with you because I want to show the people what I was in and what we're talking about here.
Yeah, we'll skip
But
around,
yeah, I
try
get a
and
little
make it as
nervous things like
interesting as
that.
possible.
But yeah, I'm doing a little bit better. But I was nervous to begin with, but I'm doing better now. So I think I've been talking a little bit better. I still fucking talk too much, but hey, my bad. My dad
Gift
said,
of
yeah,
gab, shit, it's the gift of gab. Some
yeah,
people
a
are
little too
born with it,
much, I
some
guess.
people aren't. A little too much gift, he
Yeah,
says. Oh
my mom
shit.
does that too, so I get it from her, man.
Oh
That's
shit.
funny.
Well,
But
let's
yeah,
get into
but
it.
yeah, so a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm glad that you're comforted in, or
Oh
getting
yeah.
comfortable. I'm glad you're getting comfortable. That's the word I was looking
Yeah, thanks, man.
for. Well, let's look at a little
We
more of
have
this.
Jacob, a 37-year-old party boy for whom last call finally came.
This is a free shot of testosterone.
The booze and drugs
Fucking
left him with
bitch.
a neurological condition.
Yeah, he's got
back
the
in the sleepy
testosterone.
golf community of
hilarious.
his youth. Last, there's Billy, a freelance mechanic who crashes on the couch of an apartment he shares with his mom, his sister, a baby, and a one-eyed dog.
Oh, damn.
What a bunch of losers,
Yeah,
right?
the one-eyed
Not
dog,
so
dude.
fast.
Nah, Zombie
Author
is not a
Scott
loser.
Galloway-
Zombie's a G.
Way in his
Well,
book,
Zombie's
Not so
Drift,
fast.
right?
He said bunch of
What did he
losers.
say?
He said bunch of losers, right? Not so
yeah,
fast.
yeah. I thought that was,
Not so
I
fast.
thought that was so funny,
Author
bro.
Scott
I laughed
Galloway,
myself
in his book
laughing.
Adrift,
Yeah, when I heard him mention he was doing this video, I was wondering what type of framing he was gonna go with for it. So I'm glad.
Yeah, me
I'm-
too.
I'm glad he didn't go with the frame, like a framing of like trying to put you guys down. How his old videos would
Yeah.
have. His old videos definitely would have
yeah.
taken a different light. But he's
Yeah, that's
transitioned.
what, dude. When he interviewed me on the podcast, he was complimenting me. He was like, "Bro, you guys are so unique and special." And I was like, "Damn, dude." I'm like, "What is this? All a different universe?" I figured he would be roasting me or something. And then whenever we left, he gave us a hug each and was like, "Yeah, it's nice meeting you." I was like, "Shit, dude, what the fuck?" You know, it was just like totally off guard. And I'll give you a little. Check this out. I got a little scoop for you. I haven't said this online yet anywhere, but I met Pauly Shore and went on his podcast.
Oh shit.
And that dude, yeah, that dude, literally, we were in the studio, right? I was walking this direction, he's walking towards me, right? Doesn't even say hey to me at all. Just walks right past me. Didn't talk to me once. Everybody else there talked to us and was really nice and friendly, but Pauly Shore never said one word to us. Now, when we were on the podcast itself, on his studio little show thing, they were even like, "You guys could take your time, put on your costumes. We take breaks, so it's all good." Yeah, but that they all said that to us. So I was like, "Cool, we can, we have time to make sure we can get the costume on because it's really big and shit." But then when we were going on there, he's like rushing us. He's like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, "Damn, I thought we had time, dude. What the hell?" But so like, it was like I felt like I was like in the presence of Ellen DeGeneres or some shit, like the shit you hear about her.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm surprised they let us look at him.
with
Yeah.
how long he's been in show business, I'm not surprised that's how he acts, to be honest.
Man, it's unfortunate. I was hoping he would be a cool dude. And Danny Mullen was a total opposite. Just the whole time they were talking to us, and when we were off the pod, we thought Danny Mullen would just be roasting us and shit.
That's what you'd expect
just
based on
didn't-
his compilation
Yeah.
content.
not like a dick, but just like kind of be like just saying comments that will just be like roasting you and shit.
Yeah, like that one,
Um,
like their one buddy that's Fez or whatever his name is, the virgin
Yeah.
guy. Like how they do him. Like that's what you would expect.
Yeah, they got them, King Croc, and then I think they were roasting Fan Jerry, so he stopped filming with them. But I just personally, with the Fan Jerry thing, I would have felt like me if they were roasting me, I'm okay with that. I just think of it as like banter and shit. So it's like I think Fan Jerry just took it a different way because I don't know. I don't know much about that situation, but it's too bad that that he doesn't film with them anymore. Or maybe he does now. I just seen a little bit of stuff between them on the podcast that I was watching. But yeah, with me, if he did that to me, I just take it as banter and just roll with the punches.
Okay. That was actually one of my questions was how do you deal with like people hating on you for doing
to be
weird type of
honest,
shit? Especially with you
so
having like
that's-
social anxieties and shit like that. Like how do you deal with people
so
being mean?
back
Dickheads.
back then, before I did this stuff, I did like angry dad stuff, right? I watched a lot of Angry Grandpa and Mick Juggernuggets, and I
Yep.
wanted to film. I wanted to film my family drama and then just take it up to a notch, even crazier notch and shit. And back then, people would be like, "Oh, this sucks," and which a lot of people enjoyed it. I actually have an audience that stuck around even when I wasn't posting. They're still there from that, and they still watch those videos and bug for me to do more. So there's definitely a lot of fans. I'm not saying that everybody hated it, but there were some people that were 3-year break, like my dad said, and there were still people that was sticking around and waiting. So it's like,
Oh,
man,
damn.
there's some really cool people there, but there were some people that were being dicks and just talking shit. And back then, it affected me a little bit more because I wasn't doing the weird and crazy stuff, right? But now that I do the weird and crazy shit, I mean, come on, it's part of the job to get people saying this is
Yeah.
weird, this is gross. I expect it, so I kind of just laugh at it. I find it fun to message back and be like, "What do you mean? Come on, don't knock it till you try it," and just mess with them back. So it's never bothered me with this stuff, and I get a lot of it because I had a video get like 7 million views on my dad's page, And with that video, there was tons of it, right? There's tons of people saying it's weird. And then you got the videos on my page going viral and tons of people over there saying it's weird. But hey, I think it's funny. I find it
Okay.
fun. Me and my dad go through the comments and laugh about it. So yeah, we don't take any disrespect from it.
That's good. What else can you expect when you're doing drinking piss?
Yeah, exactly. It's to be expected, bro.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh
Then.
shit! I thought the call ended. I
Uh,
accidentally tapped something, but yeah, I expect it, man. So I'm not really worried about it. And I figured, the same thing with Danny Mullen. If he roasts me, I'm not worried about it. And so that's how I roll with it, man. It's kind of just take it lightly. I don't really take offense to it.
okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, that's when you're in content, when you're growing, when you got an audience, that's how you got to do it. The space comes with hate. That's just a
Yeah,
fact.
exactly. And I think it's good because a lot of people have a hard time with that. Like I did back in the day, but not as much as others, right? Some people really just like get suicidal, depressed, and never let comments get to you like that. To you, what fuck? I can't think. Don't let comments get to you. Fuck, I can't talk. Anyways, don't let comments get to you guys because like it's not that serious. These are people on the internet that don't know you personally, so how could they really think the things they're saying, right? They only see a little image of you or a little thing of you online. Don't take it too serious to where you're gonna kill yourself or anything like that. You should never do that over comments, bro. None of these things matter, right? It's just someone on the other side of the internet never met you, so it's not that serious. But some people really do get, down about that stuff, man. And I feel like, dude, you gotta be thick-skinned if you go into the online world because there's a lot of trolls. So,
I got a
how
viewer
have
that
you
has a
dealt with it?
question
Have
for
you?
you. Oh,
Yeah, what's up?
no. Do you asked me a question? I'll answer that. How have
Mm,
I
mm.
dealt with it? It's
Yeah.
been at first it was a little when I first started making music and shit. There's always gonna be people that don't like shit. So like I started when I first started making music, so I started learning how to deal with people hating on shit back then. And then so when I started making content and shit, I would make like most of my videos that I do get hate on are people that I expect to get hate from.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it'll be like me making fun of a country song or some shit, so I have a bunch of
Okay, okay.
45-year-old conservatives in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
content in my comments pissed
That's
off.
funny.
So
So it
pretty
sounds
much
like
same
you
way as you.
expect it.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Yeah, I was
same
gonna
as
say.
you. Like I just expect it and think it's funny when it does happen.
Yeah, yeah, cool. That's good. That's how you got to do it, man. Because, like, dude, if you're in this world and you take that too serious, it's gonna make the job way harder. It's gonna make this not as fun and enjoyable. So,
Yeah.
but what was that question? What's that question you were?
Oh yeah, I got a viewer that wants to know: have you ever got injured really bad? You ever got injured really
Mm.
bad doing one of your
Not
pranks? I
really.
mean, not one of your
What's
pranks,
funny
your
is
stunts.
a lot of yeah. So like for example, we shoot needles through our face on a video, right? With yeah, they were like this long, dude. Pulling out my dad's face really slowly, really long. And the thing is, you would think, oh, that's going to injure you or something bad, but we did it so close to where you hit where we need to hit, right? And not only that, but if you think about it, people get piercings in their face too. So I mean, what's the difference,
True.
right? It's like it's the same thing happening. So we do a lot of things that just look crazy. It'll hurt really bad, but it's not actually going to send us to the hospital, right? We haven't done
Okay.
anything that's like because it's not about that. We just want to have fun, be in some pain, be grossed out, and give a really good video for the viewers. And just I love crazy footage in general, so it's for me too. But yeah, dude, no, I don't think we really ever got injured. The worst thing I have had happen would honestly, and you wouldn't even believe this, is with the needles and everything, like stapling our tongue. We did bleed from that, a lot from the tongue, but it was like nothing where it hurt us. But the worst thing was the paintball gun, believe it or not. Like it was 4 feet
Huh.
away, right? 4 feet away, so it's really close. And the bruises lasted for 7 months, and the pain lasted for like 13 hours, 14 hours, 12 hours, somewhere in there. But it was so long. It was all night long, the same exact pain that I was at the moment that it hit me. It was maybe a tiny bit less, but I was like shocked, dude. I was like, damn, I didn't know something could hurt that bad that long. So
Seven
those are
months of
gnarly,
bruise is
bro.
insane. 7 month
Dude,
bruising is
yeah,
actually
the
nuts.
yeah, and they were, dude, the bruises were gnarly looking, dude. It was the worst paintball bruises I've ever seen in my life. But it was 4 feet away. We also did it 4 feet away to the bare knuckles, right? To the fingers.
Oh,
So
what?
that
I
one
haven't
hurt
seen
pretty
that
bad.
one.
Yeah, I have a really big lump on my hand, on my finger, and just like it's got blood a little bit. So those are the craziest ones, I think. So we've done a lot, so it's hard to think off the top of my head. My dad did a rat trap to the dick. I know that,
What
which
the
it was on
fuck?
the yeah, it was
Ah!
over the pants because
Oh,
I ain't trying to
over
see
the
his
pants
dick,
is
right?
fair.
So,
Over the pants, but
but
still.
But it was bad, dude. It hurt so bad, right? And here's what's funny. I'll give you a little scoop on that. It's online, never mind. But it's funny to talk about. But what's
Yeah.
funny is I forgot to record it on the main camera, so you had to do
Say,
it
do it
again.
again. Oh,
Yeah.
hell no.
And then we
No.
also had to do the needles through his face again because I forgot to record on one of the main cameras again. So he's had some bad luck with that. And then I think dude, when we shot his fingers, I don't know if you even noticed this, dude. I'm talking to my dad, but when we shot his fingers, there was a video, or no, I forgot the GoPro didn't work. I turned it on and pressed record, but it didn't record the good shot to his fingers. So we got footage of it, but man, the GoPro angle would have been dope. So he has some fucking bad luck with cameras being turned on and working, man. He's cursed. It's hilarious though, but yeah. Yeah, he got
That's
mad. He's like,
crazy.
fucking shot me," and he said, "You fucking did this when you put the rat trap on my dick." And he was so mad. You guys see that video?
He did it on
But
purpose. He
yeah,
did it
so
on purpose. He wanted to see it
yeah,
again.
yeah. But no, so far we've been pretty lucky with stuff like that, man. You got to be careful with eating maggots and shit, because they'll eat your insides out if they don't get
Oh, what?
if they don't die from the acid. But that's why we take precautions. My dad's actually a licensed medical professional, so
Oh,
we always have a medical professional on standby. We always do research, and also, like for example, with the maggots, we had lemon juice available because it kills the maggots as well. It works just like stomach acid. So I figured if it didn't take care of them with your stomach acid, we could just use the lemon juice. But yeah, he couldn't even get them down because it was so gross. So no
I
need
don't
for any of
think.
that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone eat no maggots. I don't think
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. He was doing like, you ever heard of a shoey? You ever heard of a
Yeah,
shoey?
beer out of
Yeah,
soup.
well, we were trying to. Yeah, we did the real world's grossest shoey where I had maggots in it, maggots all over it, and he poured milk in it. But it wasn't. I felt like the footage wasn't great enough in the moment. He's like, "You want me to do a handful and just eat them?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it." But I couldn't almost film that one. That was so gross, dude. But the footage
Oh
is gnarly. It's
Lord.
wild.
Oh fucking
Yeah, pretty
Lord.
wild shit, man. It didn't. Let me tell the viewers first. It didn't always start off so crazy, so gross. Like we're normal people, bro. We weren't doing shit like this before. 2019 is when we started this journey, and in the beginning, we're like, we're not doing that. That's way too gross. We're not doing that. That's way too gnarly. It's like, but then you're always one upping yourself, and eventually you get to a little twisted
Eventually, you start
face of
drinking
just the
piss.
content you're making. Exactly that, dude. I would have never done that. Let me show you something funny, bro. I'll show your viewers something funny because it's in the video. I showed you how much coyote pee I have, bro. I bought some more too. I bought another three bottles of it for the next big collab. Right, I wanted to have some available. They are unopened, so that people can't say it's like fake or anything like that. But yeah, here's how it's looking, bro. Let me see if I can turn this around.
So, what exactly is coyote pee? Is it like
Can you see
coyote
this?
piss? Oh, yeah, that's actual coyote piss. That's just coyote piss.
Yeah, this is. You can actually,
What
if
the
you look
fuck?
up coyote pee, look up coyote urine on Amazon, and you'll find this exact bottle. So if anybody doesn't believe it, just literally go on Amazon, buy it yourself, and smell it, and you'll be able to tell that it's real. Some people doubt that it's real, but yeah, just go look it up. It's very easy to find. It's on Amazon, the same bottle, and it's like not that far. You don't gotta even scroll down that far when you look up coyote pee or urine or whatever it's called. Fuck, I
Which
about
tastes
tripped.
better? Your piss or
Oh god,
coyote piss?
definitely mine. Definitely mine. Dude, that stuff, that coyote pee, it burns so bad. Actually, I'm not sure because I never drank my pee except for when I mixed it with coyote pee. But all I will say is it tasted better than it did. Well, no, actually, I'm not sure. That was pretty fucking gnarly, dude. It was like one of the grossest. It was one of the grossest things ever. Actually, I take that back. Afterwards, I was like, "Fuck, dude." It was hard, dude. Fuck,
Oh
man. And
shit.
you know why? The reason why I'd even do stuff like this is because, dude, I'm such a big fan of Jackass. And dude, I've seen Steve-O do this all the time. So I'm like, fuck it. Whatever, I'll do it too. It's like I got to a point where I'm one-upping myself, and I figured I'll mix in some put a twist on it because I don't want to just do exactly what he does, right? I
Yeah.
like to do my own thing, my own style. So that's why I got the Coyote P, because I wanted to do something different. But yeah, that's what led to this. I'm like, fuck it, man. I really look up to these people. They inspire me a shit ton. If I really want to hang with the ones that could do crazy shit, then I gotta fucking, do some shit too. I can't just sit back here and do the easy stuff, right? So I was like, fuck it, I need to step up. And that's when I started doing some crazier stuff, man. Just trying to, I got a weed whacker to the dick idea that I want to
What?
do. Pants on, pants on.
Okay.
Weed whacker to the fingers, earlobe, I was thinking. So I got some crazy ideas, bro. I just haven't done them yet because I'm waiting for these collabs to come out, and then I'm gonna just do some wild shit. I
Yeah,
want to
start
get them. I
pumping
want to
out the
wait till I got
crazier,
a new.
crazier shit after
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So that's why I took a break right now on Instagram. I haven't posted for like 2 months or so. I'm just waiting for the next big collab that's gonna happen because it'll bring a lot more viewers, I think.
Most
Possibly.
definitely.
Some people don't move to platforms to other platforms, so if not, no worries. But I think if it does, I definitely want to have something ready for these people, something pretty crazy for them to watch. So, man, I
Yeah.
wish I could talk about that collab, but I don't know if he
Yeah.
wants that said
No,
publicly.
you're good.
It's
He
gonna be
never.
gnarly. Let's just say, huh?
I've never heard him say of anything early, so no reason to.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if it comes out, I think most people will see it, right? I feel like it's definitely gonna be seen. So we'll see. It'll be
one of
fun.
my
I
viewer,
can't wait, dude.
one of my viewers wants you to do a tribute to Steve-O and eat and throw up a goldfish.
Oh god, that one I want to do, man. Fuck, dude. I feel like that's crazy, dude. The goldfish thing, like, imagine that gets stuck in you, bro. That's what I'm nervous about. Plus, I don't know if I could hurt it, man. I'm so weird with stuff. Like, I can't, dude. I ate fly sandwich. I felt bad afterwards because I
Felt
was like,
bad for the
damn, I just spilled.
flies.
Yes, dude. So with stuff like that, I always feel bad. I don't know why. That's just how I am, bro.
Oh,
But
fair. Gotta
that's
save the animals.
the
Save the
goldfish
animals.
is wild. Hell yeah, the goldfish stunt was insane, bro.
But
That's
let's
wild.
skim
That's
through some
gnarly
more of
though.
this
It's pretty
video.
unique,
You want to skim through some more of this video?
dude.
Oh, you cut out for a second.
What's up?
I said you want to skim through some more of this
Can you
video?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh yeah. I was waiting, but
Bet. Let's get into it. Let's get into some more of this.
Offers some charts that help explain what's going on. Minimum wage, adjusted for inflation, is totally flat since 1950. Our working class brothers are hurting. Maybe they should level up and go to college. Too bad the price of college has gone up 6,000% in that time frame, far outpacing
definitely
wages
didn't
and
go.
inflation. Men in particular are just not going to college anymore. At a time when more jobs than ever require college degrees, and houses, the purchase of which allows one to build wealth, they're further out of reach than ever. All this, in part, explains why our friends here moved back with their parents. I say,
oh,
in
here we go.
So did you move back or you stayed with them forever?
Nah. No, I always stay with them because, like, dude, with my autism and stuff, which I'm trying to learn now a little bit, but it's just hard. I don't understand how, like, you buy houses and shit, or like rent, or like how you get like credit up and taxes. I don't know nothing about taxes. I don't know how the fuck that works. So they do all that. If I ever have taxes to do, I'm sure they will do that part. So I don't understand all that shit, bro. And like, so I just haven't worked on figuring that out yet. I just been so caught up on trying to do different things right now, and I just haven't took the time. I don't even know how you learn that. So where do you go to learn that? Maybe YouTube, I guess. But
Yeah.
like,
YouTube,
dude,
Google.
I- so it's like I don't. I just yeah, maybe. Definitely. It seems like everything's on there these days. But yeah, I haven't learned that, so I never really moved out. I just kind of always been here, and they've always supported me and had my back. And then whenever you have people like I've never really had friends much because of my autism and anxiety. So like having my parents, here and always support me. Me and my dad are best friends. It literally says it in the Danny video. That's for real, dude. Like me and my dad hang out all the time, watch videos together, Delta 8, sessions, just fucking chilling, like got the munchies. So it's like, dude, we just hang out and have so much fun, man. And we watch the same stuff like Trailer Park Boys, Danny Mullen, just all the crazy shit. Sunny
Trailer
in
Park Boys is one of my
Philadelphia
favorite
show.
seasons. I mean, fucking
Oh
favorite
yes,
shows.
I've watched that like 3 times, bro. I watched it over and over. But we do all that, so just having them, a friend like that, and my dad, bro. I really don't want to move out, right? I'd rather
Yeah.
just make money and help them out.
Yeah,
I'd rather
make
make money and
money.
help them out and live with them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
People think it's weird, but I would think it's weird to stay home with your parents. But personally, they've always been there for me. They're always the realest ones, right? Unless I had a girlfriend, then maybe I'd live with her. But I don't got no girlfriend, bro.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm just hanging out with my dad and having fun, man. Just living life.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
mean,
why I've
shit.
always been here, though.
They're getting up in their older ages. Might as well help them
Yeah.
out where you can. Help them out where you can.
Exactly.
Have some fun with them.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. But
Yeah.
never moved out, never yet. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Let's get back into
Part
this.
because
I
Zombie's
love
habit
this
of
part.
chugging coyote piss in front of his mom.
That is real coyote piss.
Oh,
I
my
smelled this
God.
on our podcast.
Well, that's less about the economy and more a personal choice.
Mickey Joe, is what we just saw art?
No.
I love that part. dude.
But then
She's
again,
so-
screw her. She grew up in a time with relatively higher
Oh, man.
wages, lower college tuition, and lower housing costs.
dude,
No
I'll pause
wonder
that
the
real quick. I
percentage
gotta
of
tell you
30.
something. That's pretty wild. This was not in his video, so I don't know if he'll post this on his Patreon. I think he will, but dude, he said some crazy shit at my house, dude. I could never go in someone's house, bro. I'd be so nervous and anxious to talk to a mom like that, bro. He wasn't like my mom knows his kind of humor and shit, so it's not like she took disrespect to it at all. I warned her before he came that, hey, dude, he says some gnarly stuff, so just know it's just
Brace
jokes and it's not for real.
yourself.
Like, yeah. So he asked her, he's like, "Are you gonna be fucking fuckhead Ralph tonight or something like that?" And she said no. And he's like, "Well, if you're not gonna be getting no dick, you could at least film." I was like, "Fuck, dude." I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. It's crazy. And then the stuff he said in the video about my sister, about gushers, I was like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, but my sister busted out laughing. I was shocked because she's like, really into the church stuff and going to church, and she doesn't really watch this type of crazy stuff, at all, unless we're in it, then she'll check it out. But like, she was dying laughing, so I was shocked. But yeah, that's one little snippet that was not in the video that I wanted to tell you about.
That's
Pretty
fucking
wild, man.
hilarious.
Yeah, that's
30-year-olds
crazy.
doing better
Danny
than their
Mullen's a
parents
wild
were doing
motherfucker.
at 30.
He's a wild boy.
That's
Yeah,
all-time
bro.
lows. I'm in
Yeah,
no place
dude.
to judge any of these guys.
Yeah, this is
I
at his
lived at
house,
home on and
Lucky. This
off
is at
until
his
age
house, Lucky.
28, and I'll be moving back home for the duration of this project. While there, I'll be saluting classic adult-at-home
Matter of fact,
activities.
pause one more time.
Drinking.
One more time. Sorry.
No, you're
He
good.
said my house. So I got to tell you something. See, when Danny Mullen came, we had to clean up the living room. So we made a place so we can do the stunts and stuff. But this is what normally happens because my mom does a bunch of crafts and stuff. So it usually ends up looking like this, bro. This is how it normally looks.
Repacked,
Huh?
getting all repacked up. Stuff's
Yeah,
getting all
yeah.
repacked
So it's like
in.
we had to make sure it wasn't like that there was space to move around in. But yeah, I want to try to get every time I clean this shit though, dude, it ends up like this a few days later or some shit, and I just like, man, I given up, bro. But I wanted to point that out because nobody's seen that they didn't know that. And everybody
Yeah.
thinks I'm the hoarder, and I'm just the hoarder, bro. They all blame me and go, "Oh, I can't believe your parents just allow you to live there and do that." Bro, I ain't the one doing the kitchen, bro. What the hell? This ain't my area. My room is me. Maybe the downstairs a little bit.
Think I got 27
You
new
know?
pots and pans.
Yeah, I know. Exactly, dude. I don't cook the shit like that. So that's a little bit of a background thing for you, bro. I'm trying to give you stuff that wasn't seen in the video so that you have a little bit of something special.
Dude, that's the
You
whole
know?
purpose. That's the whole purpose. That's why we here.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate you for it.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you for it.
Of course, bro.
in
But yeah, let's watch
elementary
that, though.
schools, terrorizing the neighborhood, and trying to figure out just where I'm supposed to get laid.
We invited a couple girls
Oh
over.
yeah.
You did not.
Can you
Love
put in
that
some
part.
earplugs and just...
Airflux.
And getting laid is tough for homers. Marriage rates have bottomed out, partially because a growing cohort of poor young men can't find mates. As a guy who spent all of his 20s broke and a lot of those years living at home, I'll say this to the guys who are struggling. Adult life is tough, and those of us who are lucky enough to have a home to return to always feel its pull. It's a return to the womb, to a Garden of Eden-like innocence. You know who understood that? Hobbits. They never wanted to leave their Eden-esque home. But as their wise creator Tolkien knew, there is no hiding from life's darkness. And those who put off their life's journey, who try to hide from darkness by staying in the Shire, for them,
That's how I feel, bro.
destruction
Feel
is
safe
assured.
at home, dude. Relaxed, comfortable.
You
Maybe
know
we
what?
should go
As I've grown, after moving out and stuff, I don't feel as comfortable when I go back home. It feels almost like being a visitor when I go back home.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. I
So
don't
like,
know.
how are you? I don't know if you could say, but how are you with your family? You guys really close?
Yeah,
or how does that work?
I actually have a pretty close, well knit family. Like I see my aunts,
Yeah.
cousins, uncles, all them pretty frequently.
Yeah.
But then I don't know.
I
After
wonder.
being gone so long, it's just I moved out 4 years ago. But yeah, no, it just feels like
Okay.
it doesn't have that same allure, that same
That's
feeling that
wild.
he's mentioning. I don't know.
Yeah. So I wonder if that's a you thing maybe, or
Yeah.
if that's like how a lot of people are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I didn't know I didn't know it'd be like that, dude. I wonder if I'd be the same way.
Huh.
Although I'm really close with my dad, and my mom too, but me and my dad hang out way more, right? Because we have
Yeah.
the same humor. So I wonder if that would feel like dad. Whenever you went back home and you moved out, did you ever feel like a visitor whenever you went back home, rather than it felt more like a relaxing, comfortable place, or did it feel less comfortable and more just like a visitor visiting? Oh, he felt the same way too. Yeah, you can't hear him, but I was trying to show him at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, he said he felt the same way, man. So hey, maybe that's how everybody feels. I didn't know that. Pretty wild.
It just feels like, I don't know, time goes on, you just get grown out of the
Mm.
house, it feels like.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you
Gotta
got
leave the
siblings and
nest.
stuff. When you got siblings and stuff, they
Yeah,
start taking over your fucking old room. Fucking, you're like,
yeah, I hear.
damn. You sit here and smoke
Yeah,
weed
there's
out
some
and blow that
people
shit out
even.
the window. Now you're doing your makeup there.
That's wild, dude. Some people even have their room stay the same forever and they won't touch it like the parents. And they'll just be like, oh, it's the same way that it was when they're. I just haven't left the nest yet, but one day I might fall out of it. You know, you just never know. The more I do things and travel, I might be more comfortable and might end up just leaving. I never thought dude, I stayed whenever. I'll give you a little background for that too, actually. My anxiety's so bad that, like, I said in the video that 15 years, bro. Each year I only left the house like once or twice, right? And recently I went and stayed with like 8 people, bro, in a house, right, for 4 or 5 days. Now, 2 of those days were just me by myself hanging out with all those people, and then my dad came up and filmed with us the other rest of the days. But dude, I never stayed at friends' houses. I never went anywhere, bro. Even all through high school, I only stayed out this one friend's house like twice, maybe 3 times most. But most of the time, I never stayed at anybody's house. So to go out and be in a house full of like 8 people, dude, that was pretty fucking nerve wracking. And I'm like shocked that I did that. So it's possible that one day I could actually live on my own and do things that I didn't think was possible for me. You know, it
Yeah, I
might
mean,
change. So
that's
only time
glad.
will tell.
That's good that you're finally starting to gain that vision for yourself. Finally starting to see that that
Hell
might
yeah,
be a
dude.
possibility.
It's dude, if viewers, anybody watching this, man, if you guys ever feel like you just can't do it and it's blocked in your head, because I felt like that. People, my sister's fiance would always be like, dude, you can do it. It's just, it's just your thought of thinking that you can't that stops you. But it felt like I physically couldn't, dude. It's like I couldn't move past that in my head. I couldn't. It's like if you just like literally held my hand down and told me to grab something, right? It felt like that. But like mentally. So it's like if you guys ever feel like that, man, just know you got there's ways to change that. What I did is whenever I was invited on those podcasts, I pretended it wasn't real until it happened, because I was
Huh.
like, this could change at any time. They might cancel on me. So honestly, I'm just gonna go day by day and not even think about it being a real thing, because it's a possibility that they don't have me on. So I did that all the way up to the interview, and before I knew it, I just was kind of going with the flow and didn't have anxiety. It was really weird. I've never had that happen before, so I don't know how to stop that for you guys in your head if you ever deal with stuff like that. But just try some different things outside the box that you haven't tried before, like what I did there. And yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy. I wasted so much time, dude, in my life. Those 15 years of just not leaving the house. It's so much time wasted. Don't let that be you guys, man. I'm 33 now, man. I miss so much, you know?
I was just about to ask. I didn't ask how old you were now.
Yeah, 33. June 28th is when I turned 34.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah,
6 months.
pretty getting
6
up
months.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's check out a little more.
Oh yeah.
I think you got a clip coming up next, don't you? Yep, you're coming up next.
Yeah, I do. I'm the first one, yeah.
So let's set off on this week's journey. And thanks to everybody on Patreon who supported it.
Here we go.
This is the father figure, Ken Ralph, who sired a boy named Zombie. Boy might be the wrong word. Zombie is how old now?
Yeah,
Ralph?
yeah.
33 going on 12.
Hey, sister age.
33 going on 12.
Fuck, motherfucker.
Get the out, man. Yeah, we chickened out. Yeah.
Zombie, I don't believe you would
Yo,
chicken out or
pause real
back
quick.
out of anything. I have seen you eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of your father's armpits.
First thing you need is your bread, and
God.
then you're gonna get you some peanut butter. of
Dude,
course.
why does his face look so scary?
Oh, he's getting it off.
That was a horrible time to drink
Yo.
water. Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
gotta say something though. When he came to my house, bro, dude, it's crazy. Here's what I picture. Okay, Danny Mullen's coming over today. He'll come over. We'll talk a little bit about how we're gonna go around the house. Like, give me an idea of like where he wants me to go in the house, so that we can make the video quicker and flow better. Not like scripted or anything like that. I just mean like, like, hey, we're gonna check out your room, show us the downstairs. Talk about some stuff in your room, something like that. I figure we talk first, but he just comes in with a big fucking camera and a big light, and I'm like, fuck, dude, they're already filming. So in my head, I'm like so nervous. So I made a joke like, we're fucking done. I didn't know what to say. I was frozen up. I had so much. There's so much footage. I'm glad he cut a lot of it out. It's on the Patreon, but I was so like I couldn't think of anything, bro. I was so nervous. I even said at one moment that I feel like I'm on the fucking news, dude, because the camera was so big, dude, and the light. I've never seen anybody film with a camera like that, bro, for YouTube. That was wild.
Yeah, they
So
got a whole
but I
legit
was
fucking setup over there.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. So I was pretty damn nervous, man. I only got unnervous once I drank the coyote pee, because like I do better when I do better when I perform
The
stunts.
coyote piss got me in my element.
Yeah, because dude, I'm made for that, right? I'm made for the crazy stunts and shit. But talking to people, man, I have social anxiety. I'm not great with that. So yeah, once I did that, the stunt, I felt relaxed. Like, okay, now we're talking. We're getting into shit. You know. But yeah, I want to say that real quick, so that I was so nervous. You can't see it there. Thank God you can't tell. I was worried it was gonna be cringe and just be bad, but man,
It
fuck.
worked out, I'd say.
Pretty
I'd say
wild.
it worked out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it
Just
looked pretty
phase
good. I
off the
think it turned out
chest.
good.
We're definitely gonna have some fun in here, man. Young zombie, dude.
Young zombie. Look
Big
at
zombie?
fuck,
I was
dude.
not fat, you know.
You
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck? Damn.
I got fat, bro. I got real fat. Hey, I'm losing weight now a little bit, but man, it's crazy. Back then, I could eat everything, dude, and my metabolism or whatever it's called just would like fucking take care of it for me. But after you get a little bit older, guys, that shit doesn't work out so well, and it catches up.
Where'd you get the name zombie? Where would they?
Man, that's a good question. You know what? So I used to do a lot of different stuff on YouTube. I started out with gaming, then I moved on to some toy review stuff, did some vlogs, all kinds of stuff, right? So there was a moment where I did the vlogs, but then I was thinking, you know what? I kind of want to do like the Vanos gaming guy and the H2O Delirious, how they have like really cool random names. And I was just like, man, I want to do gaming, but I need a name that's kind of like cool to say and fun to say. And I was like thinking of stuff. I was like, who knows this? Who knows that? And I really like zombies, The Walking Dead, all of it. I love zombies, right? So I was like, who knows zombie one day? And I was like, fuck, that sounds cool. And then I
That's
was like,
fine.
nobody knows me. I was like, nobody knows me too. So it's also like, who knows zombie? Who knows them, you know? And then it's like, so I just went with that. I was like, man, I even said it as if I was like on stage, like, who knows zombie? I was trying to picture it, you know? Because, man, you got to plan it all out. When you do social media, bro, you got to picture it, bro. Picture everything.
Long game.
You know, yeah, the brand. You got to build that brand up. So I was picturing everything, how it would be pronounced and how it would sound. I was like, that sounds lit as fuck. I'll take that. So that's how I came up with the name. It's just like a random name. I like zombies, and that's it. Some people think it's like a deeper meaning to it, but it's not. It's just I like zombies.
Yeah, shit. Fair enough. Fair fucking enough.
Yeah. Now, Fuckhead Ralph, my dad's name, Fuckhead Ralph. I couldn't think of a name for him, bro. And his name's Ralph, and I called him Fuckhead all the time around the house. We called each other Fuckhead all the time. And I was just like trying to think of a name, couldn't think of one. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuckhead Ralph. And then I was like, hey, it's
It
kind of
works.
fits because we do dumb shit. We do dumb shit. So it's kind of like what you picture a fuckhead doing. So, so it fits. But that's how I came up with his.
Fuckhead
Oh,
Ralph
yeah.
and Zombie. The game.
Yeah.
a little gangsta
Hell yeah.
back then.
I used to be a rap, dude. I used to rap.
Gangsta.
It's not that bad if you say as storage, dude. Come on, don't judge.
It almost literally couldn't be worse.
I don't sleep in there, so as a storage place now, it's not too bad.
Are you guys hoarders?
Nah, I mean,
I wonder.
We're in training.
I
get a storage
wonder.
unit, save money.
No, you don't
Let's
need
see.
any of this. You don't need any of this. All this needs to burn. I feel like I'm in the first Star Wars. When they're in the garbage compactor.
Huh.
Hey, who am I?
Oh shit, he's in there right now.
Yeah,
Homeless
dude,
guy.
let's give you a tour.
No, I'm the little thing.
It didn't
That
change.
guy's
It's not staged. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
3
this is-
months later. This is not staged.
Yeah. People wondered, but there you go.
It almost looked like there might be more shit.
Yeah, actually there is. There is.
gonna come up and grab
Oh
me.
fuck.
You know, I save money by storing stuff in here.
You can save sanity by throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
always
true.
thinking, you know, with autism, you're constantly thinking about shit. Constantly, your brain's all over the place.
Yeah, the walls are closing in around you.
Yeah, dude. Wait till you see my room.
I wonder how often he brushes his teeth.
How often do you brush your
Oh,
teeth, zombie?
So I eat a ton of candy. I'm a f***ing candy addict. I used to not brush at all, but lately I'm doing it because my teeth hurt when I eat stuff. I seen the dentist like how many
Yeah.
I
fucking
think
times?
he had like 8 or 9 cavities the last time we went. And
Yeah,
How
it's been
often do you
bad.
brush your teeth?
Damn. Thinking about it is
Maybe like
crazy.
once a week.
Once a week.
Sometimes.
Hold up, pause that. You know what's crazy? You think that's bad, bro? That was recently. Before I got the cavities, we're talking like once every 5, 7 months, dude. Not even joking. I
Oh
don't leave my room,
God.
bro. I'm just sitting in bed depressed, not leaving my room, not doing anything. So like, yeah, it got bad sometimes, bro, with the brushing teeth and taking care of myself and shit. But I've been doing
Hygiene's
better
the
because I
number
mean I
one,
have to.
man. Hygiene's the number one.
Yeah, it
You gotta
hurts.
keep
I
up.
never really sweat. I never really sweat and all that shit. So I didn't really think much about like all that, you know. I just like, man, who am I doing this for? I don't got a girlfriend. I don't leave the house. I don't see anybody. So I was like, man, it's just taking up more time of me. I want to zone out, watch TV, and forget I'm depressed, right? And every time I leave the room, I realize where I'm at, right? I realize the life, right? So it's like I just try to zone out all fucking day, do nothing but that, and then film when I have to, right? But man, yeah, it's crazy. I started taking care of myself though, because I had to, bro. Like it just hurts so bad, the cavities and the teeth. I can't even chew on this side anymore.
Oh
Even
damn.
like soft stuff, even soft stuff. So I'm just worried that this side's gonna happen like that too. I used to only chew on this side because this side would hurt. Now I'm switched over. So yeah,
Hurts
it gets
less.
bad. You gotta take care of yourself. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself for sure.
Definitely got it. This nigga Obey said facts. No,
Yeah, dude. Hey, you
not
know what?
facts. Do not
Well,
go
you
take a shower, Muse. Go get your ass in the shower right now.
Oh man, yeah, dude. It's also autism as well. There's a lot of autistic people that don't take care of that stuff. It's just like dude, being autistic, I think about stuff like this. If it's something that's gonna ruin my life or like literally stop me from reaching my goals or like make life bad in that moment, like obviously you want to be hygienic. It's good for you, right? But is it really gonna stop what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to make it? Is it gonna stop my goals? You know. So I'm like, right now, I'm focusing on goals. That's all I'm thinking about, right? I'm watching a lot of TV, so maybe not too much sometimes. But but hey, man, fuck it, I gotta zone out. But yeah, that's the point. So there'd be chores sometimes that I would just forget to do, but I'm just like so focused on the important stuff like goals and reaching a better life for my family and trying to help everybody out and stuff. So
What
that's
are
where my
some of your
head's at, bro.
goals?
But my goal, dude, I'll give you a couple. One goal I have is I really want to show the world my dad. I said that in the video on my page about how he's a nurse. And dude, the part where I said he's a nurse and how he went up to his work to literally hang out with a patient who was really depressed and had nobody, dude, he would drive an hour up there. It's like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away, right? So to me, that's really cool, man. I look
Yeah.
up to that kind of shit. And it's like, man, I that's the way I am with people too, which I don't drive, so I wouldn't drive that far, right? But like I don't drive at all, but I do like to help people out, and I think people when they help out people like that, I think that's the coolest shit in life, and I want to strive to always be like that, no matter how big I get, no matter what happens in my life. I always want to help people, so that's why I look up to him, and it's like, man. So my goal is to show the world my dad and just show him how cool he is, bro, and how much he's helped me and how much he's there for others, and man, he deserves to fucking have a spotlight put on him and people to see what kind of person he is, because it's I don't want him to die one day and nobody know that, right?
Yeah.
So my goal is to put that out there. I want people to know my dad, man. So that's one big goal. A second goal is I would like to really just get really big and like, travel and meet people, help others and do crazy videos making people laugh so that they're not depressed, cuz content helped me out so much when I was depressed. I'd watch stuff. So that's why I do content. That's one reason. I'm really passionate for it as well, but I want people to laugh and not be so depressed. The world's so depressing, man. We need more content to laugh at, more stuff that's not so PC so that we can kind of zone out and not think about the PC and all the politically correct stuff. And there's just too much going on, too much depression on the news. We need to kind of laugh at stuff rather than, be sad over it. So that's a goal. I want to get big and make people laugh. Another goal, which is the last one, is I want to have a TV show with my dad where like on Adult Swim or something, where we travel in an RV across America. And in each episode, we'll hang out with a different influencer that I know, and we'll spend the day with them doing some crazy shit and just hanging out, seeing how they're living. And then in between, it'll be me and my dad driving and, just whether there's drama, happy moments, or the good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, we'll show those moments in the RV and just do a whole crazy jackass style show, but with a dad and son traveling in an RV,
Yeah, that'd
meeting
be
all these
cool as
people and
fuck.
hanging out.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
that's what I want to do. Those are my goals right now. Money's cool and all. I do want to make money, but I'm more focused on just entertaining people. I'm more passionate for it than just wanting to make money. A lot of people just do social media to make money. I've done it before money was even a possibility, and I've always been that way since. Where I want to do things I have fun filming, man. I don't really care too much about money. I would like to make money because it helps you continue it and it helps you take care of the ones you love. But it's definitely not why I do it.
Good. Good. Yeah. Those are good goals and good reasons for those
Yeah,
goals.
yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good answer.
What's some of your goals? What's some of your goals though?
I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Being growing on stream, growing, continuing to growing and streaming, fucking continuing to grow the
Yeah.
Black Knight brand, fucking
Oh yeah.
meeting more interesting, cool people like you, trying to branch out and do new stuff that I haven't done, like doing my first interviews and stuff, like now.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah. Yeah. The interviews are cool. You should do more. I
just
think it's dope.
doing. I don't know, just trying new shit. My goal is just, I don't know, be happy.
How long?
Is my goal. My
How
main goal
long?
is be
How long
happy.
have? Yeah. How long have you done this kind of stuff? Because you seem really good at it. You're natural on camera. You talk really well. It's like you seem like you've been doing it a while.
I started streaming back in like 2021, like early 2021. But then I
Yeah.
did like little content shit like my whole life. Like I
Yeah.
did.
All
I
right.
would
So
stream
yeah, that
like,
makes sense.
yeah, I would stream like once a month or something like that back when I was like 14, 15, shit like that, just off my Xbox.
All right.
So I've just, I don't know, just a
Yeah.
lifetime of watching YouTube and practicing, essentially, through
Yeah.
4 years of doing it.
Dude, maybe down the road, I don't know if I could do that right now because I'm still, meeting these people and getting to know them more. I don't really want to throw stuff at them, but maybe it's possible down the road we can get you some fish tank people in here to do some interviews with you, bro.
That'd be fire. That'd be definitely
Because I do
fucking
know
fire.
some of them now, but yeah, that could be cool. I think you're good at interviewing, so it'd be dope. I think that'd be something you should definitely keep doing for sure.
Oh, shit. Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit. Let's check out some more of this. Pull it back up.
I mean,
We moved in here. I asked him when was the last time he had a shower, and he said, "Well, just before we moved from the house in Linville." I said, "Joey, that was 4
Yeah, you can swear, Mickey Joe. I mean, your husband's name is Head Ralph.
this is the room I stay in.
Hell yeah.
That was the
Okay,
good
this is
version
better,
of
this is
that, by
better.
the way.
You're a Gushers
There's
guy, huh?
actually- Oh wait,
Nerd-
dude, he didn't show the worst version of that, the shower thing.
What was the worst version?
She said 4 months, bro. We're talking more like 7, bro. Like,
Oh,
dude, you know
God.
that.
Oh, she said on the upside. She said the upside of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
and Danny
no.
recorded it. He just didn't show it. I think Danny didn't want to make me look bad. I was wondering
Okay.
if maybe that's why he did it. I wasn't sure why he did that because he also didn't show. We had a thing in my kitchen, right? We have this crock pot thing in here, and I didn't know it was that bad. Like I was supposed to clean it out right, and it had like all this. It's this crock pot right here. It had all this like mold stuff in it, and it like I opened it up just to show him like kind of how things are lately. And I didn't know it was that bad. All these fucking flies and gnats flew out. Not flies, but gnats,
Gnats.
little gnats and shit. And he didn't show that. I was shocked. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't show that. That was pretty wild.
Huh.
And we were just like in the kitchen with these gnats flying around us and shit, bro. So there was some parts that he left out. I think he was trying to do me something good. Dude, I always show the good, bad, and ugly. I don't really care what people see, right? Obviously, I don't like living like this. It's not something I'm like proud of. But when I do content, I'm an open book, bro. I just, things will get better and things will improve as I grow and, move in a better place in life, right? But in the moment, I'm okay with just showing what's going on in my life. I mean, there's people
keeping
that
it
live
real.
like this that have these. Yeah, yeah. I'm always okay with that. It's embarrassing. There's a lot of embarrassing stuff, but fuck it. I'm there to entertain. So
And be embarrassed if
I'm
it's
down
reality.
showing it. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's some good insight.
Clusters. I want you to assemble these right now in order of favorite to least favorite. Go.
Those are definitely towards the top.
Where do Gushers go? For me, these would outrank the Starburst.
I eat them too much, so I'm a little bit bored of them.
And then we got Nerds, then we got Welch's, then we got Fruit Roll-Ups, and lastly, dude, Fruit by the Foot,
Got
that's
a sweet
blasphemy.
steam.
I didn't put that down there. We're not even to it yet.
Examine your work
What's
here.
up?
No, come here.
I said we got a sweets demon.
Dude. Oh my god.
One of those boxes
Bro.
of Fruit by the Foot would last me like 3 months. I am.
Oh my god, dude. My dad, those fucking family size bags of candy
Yeah.
at the store. Just imagine getting that. Yeah, imagine getting like 4 or 5 of those every week. That's me. That's what I was doing. That's
Ooh.
why I got so many cavities with no brushing.
You got to
It's
worry
horrible.
about diabetes at that point.
That's why,
my
dude.
guy.
I'm pre-diabetic now. Yeah, I'm pre-diabetic.
We got to cut
so
down
I'm
on the
trying to-
candy there, zombie.
Yeah, I haven't been eating as much candy lately because my teeth just hurt too much, right? But yeah, it was bad. I'm talking like since I was like age 12, 13, whatever it was, I would eat that much fucking candy every week for that the whole time up until like 2019 probably. Like I had to slow down around 2019, 2020 and it'd be bags, bro. like that size, like 3 or
I've never
4 or
been too much
5.
of
I
a
don't even know how
candy
many.
fiend. Sometimes I'll find like one candy that I enjoy. I like sour shit, but
Oh,
you can't have that much sour shit because
okay.
then your mouth starts to burn.
Man, yeah, dude, that's what my tongue would hurt. It would get like cut and all kinds of
Yep.
shit. But I'd eat a lot of candy, bro. It was bad.
Here,
We're
let me get
focused.
a drink real quick, man.
You've been putting in a lot of effort here. You got to hydrate. Examine your handiwork.
That
And
wasn't
nothing
normal
gross,
liquids.
though.
Wait, was that Mountain Dew? That looked a little brown.
You've been putting in a lot of
It's
effort
not.
here.
It's not. I'll tell
You
you what
gotta
it is. What can I say on here?
You can say whatever
It's
you want.
legal. It's legal. What it is. It's poppy tea. Have you ever heard of poppy seeds?
Oh, huh.
So like painkillers for my back and just like
Yeah.
depression, anxiety. It's legal, so I do it. But
Never
it's
heard
not
of
something
that.
I want to do for. Yeah. I heard of it because MythBusters. They were like, oh, people are failing a drug test for like opiates for like poppy seeds, and I was like, well, shit, if they're failing, it must be in there. And I didn't want to do shit. I didn't want to do shit illegally. And like I said, I had the Lortabs back then, right? And it helped my anxiety. So I kind of been doing, the legal version of that, which is all natural, but it's still not good for you. It's very addictive, and I obviously don't want to be on that for the rest of my life. I'd
You ever
rather
tried
get to a
Kratom?
place where I don't need it. Yes, dude, I had a fucking bad experience with that. It was like, man, I felt like I was dying or some shit, and it wouldn't go away. The feeling. I kept drinking it because I couldn't feel anything, which I have a high tolerance from this stuff. So I don't know if that affects it, but it just wasn't working, and I kept drinking some. And he's like, "Dude, it'll work. Here, take a little more." So I did, and then eventually it just got to the point where I was like, "Fuck, this is way too high now."
So
It
I
just
feel it
suddenly,
now.
it suddenly happened. Yeah,
Oh, shit.
but yeah, Danny, I told Danny about this stuff, but I think he didn't want to put it in because YouTube's TOS. But
Yeah.
if you're doing a documentary, you're allowed to show stuff like that. Vice does it all the time.
Yeah.
But so like I said, I'm an open book, bro. I talk about it. I used to hide that shit on camera. I didn't want people to know, right? But because people judge you all the time when you have addictions and stuff. But life is not a fucking, fucking field of roses, bro. Life sometimes gets hard. Sometimes you just have, a lot of mental health shit, and sometimes it's better to. Well, I'm not gonna say it's better to do that, but at least I'm still here. There were so many times when I was suicidal, bro, and it just made it where I could bear it, and just be around. So I feel like maybe it's meant to be that I had it to make it to here, and now that I'm starting to get out, maybe I'll be off of it, soon and in the future once I get more stuff going and distractions going, and then I'll be able to get off that. So
That's
I
fair.
just feel like maybe things are meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be for the moment because God only gives you what you can handle, bro. Right? And sometimes I wonder if God put the stuff on earth so that we could do the natural version of it, not the crazy shit that kills your liver, like the stuff they make in labs, but the natural version of it so that we can just, make it through some of these hard fucking points of our life. And, and the reason why I feel like God maybe did that, bro, is because lately when I was going up to do the Danny Mullen podcast, when I ordered some of those seeds, bro, they were total trash, didn't have anything in them. And I started freaking out and panicking because I was like, fuck, that's what helps my anxiety. But then suddenly a random company sent me a free sample that I never dealt with before. And it was right at the point that I needed good seeds, dude, and to go on that trip and be like not anxious. And it just happened to show up at my door for free. And I was like, how the fuck, dude? That's never happened in the 15 years that I've done this stuff. I was like, I wonder if God was like just passing this along to me so I can
You
make it
need
through
that
this stuff.
shit.
Yeah, and get over my anxiety so that I can eventually get off, So who knows? But yeah.
Valid.
Damn, he
Valid.
beat me. My dad said zombie. We do a thing when at the house, whenever I say who knows or he says who knows, we try to check each other with zombie before we could think to do it ourselves.
That's fun.
And I lose that. I always lose that. I fucking lose it every time. I forget. But yeah, you can play
Examine
that.
your handiwork and let the audience know if this is your final decision.
I don't, man, I'm not a big fan of nerds, to be honest. They're all right. I tell him to get them whatever, because I don't leave the house to go to Walmart, so he just buys a bunch of shit and brings it to me. So, yeah.
Bullshit, Ralph. This is a standing desk, which this is actually a productivity hack. I love this. It's better for your heart health.
Wasn't mine.
But not when there's a bag of Halloween candy
Oh,
atop
Lord.
it. Who's
Yeah,
this gentleman right here who seems...
My sister's...
Oh, God.
Okay, that's a vaguely sexual photo for you to have up in your
It's
room.
not my room, though. This is where I took over because I had to move out of the middle one.
Bang, bang.
Oh, fuck you. No.
You know, if I had to guess, Ralph, I would say the man in this photo just got done having sex with your daughter.
Oh,
you
God.
step out of that one, dude.
This guy's got as big of an appetite for your sister's as you do for Gushers.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fuck, dude. That far right there,
I'm just
bro.
giving you the facts, zombie.
I don't want to hear that.
Tell me about your sleep hygiene. What time you go to bed? What time you
I
wake
go to
up?
bed at 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. and I wake up at like 6.
You go to
7
bed
a.m.
at 7 a.m. or 10 a.m.
The 10-hour sleep is crazy.
Yeah, I went to bed 10 a.m. last night actually, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I was gonna try to stay up so I could make it for this interview, but I was just way too tired at around 12. I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just go to bed at 12 and try to wake up at like 5, and then get ready for this, get my day started and shit." But yeah, 10 a.m. last night as well.
Yeah, I'm low key.
Or no,
I go
actually
to sleep
12
late
because
as
I
shit
stayed
too,
up
my
longer.
damn
But
self. I just
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
it's
think I
hard,
would sleep
dude.
till like fucking 6:30 in the
What
morning last night or some shit.
do you have trouble sleeping as well? Because I have like
Yeah,
some trouble sleeping. That's
yeah.
what the poppy seeds also helps for, man. I have to drink that to fall asleep. It's like fuck. I hate it, man. It takes forever to fall asleep sometimes. Like 7 hours I'll be sitting there sometimes
You
trying
know,
to fall
that's
asleep.
normally
It's
why I'll just
bad.
sit on my PC and stream is because I can't go to sleep
Mm.
anyway, so I'll just stay the fuck awake.
Yeah, I feel that, dude. 100%.
Yeah, I got bad insomnia my damn self. I was
Dude,
the
d-
day
uh,
the day I forgot I was up until like 9:30 in the morning or some shit
yeah,
like that.
bro. I was gonna ask how would your family, if you were still living at home and Danny Mullen came to your house, how would your family deal with that?
I don't think my dad would deal with it. He'd probably kick his ass out.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, dude. Dude, I didn't know if my mom would, cause dude, she's like, she sees all the crazy shit we do, and she supports us, right? But she's also not in the crazy stuff as much. She's fine with being in it, like when she was in it for Danny Mullen. But I didn't know how she would do with his stuff, like the language and the fuck. I cuss a lot, but not like that, like talking about gushers and whatever he said. I'm not like that and
Talking
shit.
about
So I was like,
sexual
damn, I wonder how.
desires towards your sister and shit.
Yeah. Pretty gnarly shit. And I was like, dude, I hope she doesn't have to leave the house. So I was like, I talked to her about it, and she dealt with it really well, bro. I thought that was dope. I was surprised though.
Unless I gotta do shit the next day. Like yesterday, I went to bed at 5
I
a.m.
assume that days like that are scarce. You sleep for a solid 12 hours a day.
Sometimes 17, but yeah, most days, yes.
Did I just sleep on that?
17?
Yeah,
It's dry. It's dry. That's,
it's
that's a
happened
long
many
time.
times.
Hey, you're in Who Knows Zombie house. You gotta f***ing watch
Dude, he
your
put his head in
step.
piss.
Is that for
Trying
the
to-
dogs or for
The
zombie?
little white.
That's what that
barking
was.
and yapping.
I'm not so sure, zombie.
Bro, put his
One of
hand in a
these.
piss
It's
pad.
just piss. I mean,
Why
Yeah,
are
he
we
laid
petting
down.
him?
It's like you gotta
that
watch
one's been
out.
there
Who
for
knows
days.
zombies room.
I figured I'd drink that for you. Put some coyote piss in it.
Yeah, you might as well at this point.
You might as well.
You might as
He's-
well at this point.
Dude, he's done at that point. Yeah, skip past these parts where it's like the other people, because I don't know. I won't really have anything to say because I wasn't there. But yeah, dude, it looked like he was just like giving up at that point. I was like, yeah, you might as well. Fuck it.
Ray, here we're back to you.
Probably yeah.
Or huffing. Something like huffing. Okay, so we've got a bunch of urine here.
There you go.
And
Oh,
You
God.
want to take a whiff? I mean, this is rotten piss. It's been there for days.
Rotten
It never gets
piss.
cleaned either. So
You
I
wanna
just
take a
pour it
whiff?
out and
That's
piss
funny.
again.
we need to get down to the purpose for our visit, which is
He did take a
putting
whiff, bro.
Zombie's talents on
It was bad.
display.
He's gonna
And I'm
post it, bro.
hearing that his mother has never seen him perform.
Gotta get her.
You could get sick like
No, I can't. This is good. Oh
No,
my
I can't.
God.
This is
So that was
good.
real coyote piss. I smell this on our podcast.
It's not
This
good.
masks human scent, which in your case, zombie, could be a good thing. Your son may have never
Oh,
had a
God.
piano recital in grade school. This is his recital right now.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
be the proud mother, okay, Mickey?
Oh,
Yeah, man, I wish
Oh.
you showed it.
I'm
It's crazy footage. I can't wait to post that sometime.
glad I didn't have to watch him drink piss right now.
Yeah, I feel you. I couldn't watch it if I was you.
get that shit off my floor.
This is what a proud mother looks like.
No, I'm gonna puke in a minute.
Mickey Joe, is what we just saw art?
No. It's called insanity.
that was the worst.
Floor.
Insanity's
I
great.
gotta get it.
There's a ton of piss, really, still on the floor. Both yours and a coyote's.
This is what we deal with.
Hey, doggy, what'd you think of it? Mickey Joe, this
How
is
many
gonna sound
dogs do you
strange,
have?
but
4 right now. Dude, it was so bad because like this last year we had George, which is a bigger dog. He died from like some inside cancer type stuff. My mom's dog, when me and my dad were talking at the gate for literally like a few seconds or not very long at all, my mom was gone, and that dog always has to be around her, and we didn't notice the dog got out. So then I'm pretty sure that dog died, which is fucking depressing. I feel so bad about that because that was my mom's, favorite dog and shit. And then we got in a new. Oh no, my other dog. Yeah, right after my dog Coco suddenly just had like some inside stuff that was going on. She had to be put down. And then after we got some dogs, like we got some new dogs or a new dog, it was pregnant. We didn't know it was because it wasn't supposed to be. And it just started, it had 3 babies, but 2 of them had to be born by C-section. And they said like pretty much 90% of C-section dogs die. And those 2 puppies did die. The other one that was in the Danny Mullen video, which is this one right here, it's the other one that wasn't C-section, and it ended up being okay. It's strong since day one. But yeah, so many dogs were dying so close together. I felt like we were cursed or something.
Yeah, that's
bro.
like that would put me into an extreme phase of depression to watch 4 dogs die, 5 dogs.
Yeah,
die.
dude, we
That'd
have
be shitty.
4 now. We have 4 right now though, so that's how many we have now. We just have Lily, Teddy, and Bella, and fucking Izzy.
So they're
Lot of
how
names
old
to
now?
remember. Izzy's old. She got into I don't remember her age, but we got her because she has seizures and somebody couldn't get the medicine for her, so we took her on and got some seizure medicine. We always adopt dogs. I don't know her age, but she got into a bag of weed, bro, and that's when she started having seizures for the rest of her life. Teddy is about 1.5 years. He's looking at me. I thought he was. How old is he? A year? Okay, about 1 year in February 2nd. And then Bella, how old do you think she is? She's like 6 years, I think, because I seen the video that I uploaded. And then we got the last one, which is Lily. She's about 2 years, maybe, going on that, because she's the mom of Teddy.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're not too old, most of them, and I guess it's half and half, 6 years, and then the old one, and then the 2 younger 1-year ones.
Okay.
So, do you have animals?
Yeah, I got 2 dogs myself. Got Otis and Delilah.
Okay.
German
Oh,
Shepherd
yeah.
and Husky mix, and little Shih Tzu looking motherfucker.
But
Shih Tzu looking.
what he just did is a valid way to get attention in the digital economy.
Dude, it's on my favorite shirt too, man.
Guys, not only does our
Favorite
Patreon
shirt.
have the like class you guys to hear, in fact, using
Yeah, dude, I was not happy about that.
Next clip.
Excuse me,
Be
miss.
sitting
Hey,
there.
turn
We
the
go. I
slide
think
on,
that's
dude.
it. Yeah,
Flip that switch. Yeah.
basement.
I like how you guys have a relationship where you call your dad dude.
Man, he's my best friend, bro.
I love that. That is tight, Ralph.
That's the friend I have.
Do you agree, Ralph, that your son is one of your best friends too?
Oh yeah, I don't. Be honest with you,
You don't
I
have any
like
friends?
people. I get along well, but I don't really have any friends. I don't ever go hang out with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dude, it's me and him against the world.
I love that, man.
Oh yeah.
And my mom, dude, she was the type of mom that would always go to
That'd be
school
son and
when
dad
people
combo.
bully me and shit. She always had my
Hell
back,
yeah,
always
bro.
supported me
It's
through
dope.
everything. Buy me studio equipment. They just believe in me, man. I love it. They're the best people, best parents in the world.
That's awesome, man. That's great.
All right.
That really is touching.
See how much shit is back here. I used to film toy reviews right here. You see the goosebumps and toy shit.
If I came in here an hour before you guys were home and
No,
I had
that's
to
fine.
guess father or son's bedroom, it would be a coin flip.
Yeah.
I could not
Yeah.
tell.
This is how I make my money, though. If you're wondering.
How? Yes, how?
This is all the pops, man. Limited shit. These things are worth like $70 to $300.
Yeah,
and shit.
people sleep
How much
on
money
pops,
did you
bro.
make in
They think it's
2024?
money, but it is.
21,000.
Yeah, they're worth like
Selling shit.
$1,000
So that's
sometimes.
all
I
right.
sold so
That's a
many for
start.
good
I
prices.
think you could apply yourself a little more. Maybe sleep 16 hours a day and make 42,000. So what the do you do with these things? I don't get
I
this.
just sell them. They're just things. They're limited editions.
Is it adults or children
Oh
buying
shit, he
these?
busted one open?
Yeah,
do you
he
think
even
children
asked
are
though. He was
spending
like, "Which one can I
$1,000 on shit
bust
like that?"
I can't wrap my head around what function this would serve in an adult's life.
On the shelf. I mean,
I forget. Are you a virgin?
no. I've had one girl.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh god, here we go.
Oh my.
Big forehead. That.
Jesus.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Ralph. That's honest of you.
Oh my god. Dude, when you said Amber, oh fuck, I said her name. When you said
I
she has a
believe it.
big forehead though, I was like, fuck, no, you ain't gotta worry too much. I didn't say the last one, nobody. But man, I was like, oh shit, what if she sees that one day? It's like, fuck, dude, I feel bad.
No, he's getting
Good chance he might. There's a good chance he might.
This is my
After the next
childhood
collab, it's a
bedroom.
big possibility.
Lived in
And I
here
was like,
since I was
fuck,
8
man.
months old. It's where I discovered the pleasures of masturbation, the pain of
Oh my
high
God.
school heartbreak. A lot of
Watch
memories
this
in here.
segment.
The Sword of Aragorn, Sacramento Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Classic, absolute champion.
He liked Harry Potter. I'm surprised.
I'm not.
He has the Harry Potter books. You would think that? I'm surprised. Danny seems like he would not read those books at least.
That sounds
Most
a lot
YouTubers
grander
used to
than
be
it
a little
actually
nerdy.
was. NorCal Grappling
Yeah, okay,
Championship,
yeah.
first place, Advanced Division.
He was in a frat. Did you know that?
I think it was back when he was in college, right?
Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah.
Remnants of the paintball era. That's really what a boy's childhood room is. Sedimentary layers of eras. Edged weapon era, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu era, which I'm happy to say is ongoing. Paintball era, long dead and gone. Harry Potter era, some could say that one hasn't
There
died
it is.
yet either. Expecto
You should have lived in a frat.
Patronum.
Fuck that. I would never live in a frat. No, I went to college,
Yeah.
graduated college. Definitely so good on living in a frat house.
I'd
When I
go to
thought
their parties
I had enough
and do the
fast twitch-
challenges, but I couldn't live there, man. They'd fuck with you and just, man, it'd be so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
just-
that'd be hard.
That wouldn't feel like a house. That wouldn't feel like home.
Yeah,
Muscle
exactly.
fiber to be
Hazing,
an MMA
all
fighter
that.
was not the case.
I ain't letting no
When I thought
motherfucker
I had
haze me.
enough
Oh hell
fast twitch
no.
muscle fiber to be a boxer. When I thought I had enough fast twitch muscle fiber to be a wrestler, didn't work out either. When I thought I had enough fast twitch muscle fiber to be a ninja master,
Oh, man.
I had none of those things. N64, the Ollie G.
All the
Yo,
faces.
when I was in high school, this was the first comedy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
Ali G. Fuck, I love Ali G. Borat, all that shit.
Kind of like what you were
My
talking
God.
about earlier. His parents left his room exactly how he left. it.
Yeah, dude. I didn't think about that just now. That's true. See? Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, some parents do that.
Huh.
Obsessed with. And I still go back to it. Welcome to the Trojan family.
You ever watch
Kind of
that, Ali
ironic
G?
because it was a Trojan.
Yeah, I watched all fucking. What's his name?
Okay.
Shannon.
Borat.
Shannon something.
Hey, Dan, what's
something.
Borat's real name? Cohen.
Yeah, Shannon Cohen. Shannon Cohen.
Danny Cohen?
Yeah, he's funny as hell.
Yeah. Sasha Baron Cohen.
Sasha. I knew
Sasha.
I knew
Yeah.
it was a girl name. I knew it was
Hey,
a
it
girl
started
name.
with an S.
It
Yeah,
started with an S
started
and it was a girl
too, so
name.
extra bonus points.
Trojan that prevented me from starting a family with your mother. That
Oh,
joke is
God.
usually meant for Leo, but he wasn't here. What was I going to do? Just know that was for Leo and not you.
It's different when people start feeling like failures to go back home, and it does suck.
Oh, there
Like,
we
you
go.
really gotta kind of eat it.
No, there's a. Go back
Yeah.
for a second. There's
Tell
one
people
right
when I'm
around
walking
here.
around
Yeah.
Marietta to come in like,
Right
hey,
here?
what are you doing? And you're like, shit.
Yeah, right
There's the
there.
bathroom. That's where I did the.
Yeah,
They
there you
have
go.
a house. Finding them a little bit
Here we
older,
go.
too.
There's the bathroom. That's where I did the toilet
Oh
video.
hell
The shit
no!
ring is so pronounced.
He didn't show it, but
Yeah, that's what they call that.
that was crazy. That video
No,
did
it's
really
not
good.
rough,
It got
not
like
that.
1.4 mil.
Not anymore. You cleaned it. It's back. It's starting to.
Nobody cleaned this.
Part two,
I'm
baby.
not surprised.
And ain't rust. How the does rust?
I
People
object
love
to
to see
this
this
being
crazy
was
shit,
cleaned
man.
ever.
Yeah. I love doing it, so hey. best
There's a
of
lot of
both
cans on the
worlds.
floor.
Perfect for
I
each
don't
other.
know. Nothing really.
I feel like I'm a soldier who spent 3 months on the front and I got the 1,000-yard stare, and I'm just numb to these piles at this point.
Hey, man.
Oh,
But it's definitely not a hoarder, as he said. See?
I like this part.
Huh.
No, it's not definitely not a hoarder. It definitely is textbook hoarding.
He checked me on it.
Somebody's got to lay some reality on your ass. So listen
Oh,
up, baby.
shit.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
When I lived at home after college,
Yeah.
Section
I wrote a
back
book
here,
about
I
it
think
I'll check
so.
it in a second.
Home.
Oh.
An essential part of that book that your parents love you and
Yeah.
making her flight.
Here you go.
I love that Zombie is making about $20K a year selling figurines. I love that your parents love you and
A
you
year.
love them.
Not
Maybe we'll
quite.
get some more long-form content focusing on your relationship
20K total?
and on this
1 year?
house.
Yeah,
some
1
more
year, 1 year.
vlogging and not always just stunt. I think that would be good. I think that'd be more profitable in terms of AdSense.
Expand a little bit because stunts they
Oh, here we go.
kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I wonder.
It seems like virtually
Kinda
every
hurts
time.
sometimes.
They're either disgusting or they hurt. We already saw disgust. This one's gonna fall into pain.
Yes, where are we doing? Outside, inside?
Man,
where you,
I wish
do you
you
want
showed
to
it.
You guys are the creative geniuses.
Dude, I'm
What'd you
in
guys
this
do?
generation's Picasso.
I'll tell you. Let me tell you actually.
Picasso
So
actually.
one thing I'll say first is about the money. I made it 1 year, 20 grand from selling Funko Pops. Even got into Funko NFTs and shit, where you'd win like figures, actual figures from the digital card packs. And I took that money and I put it in Take-Two stocks because of GTA, right? I feel like GTA 6 will blow that shit up, right? I already made money because I put it in at 140. It's at like 185. So
Yeah.
it's already doing good, and that game's not even out yet.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
that's
the only
not a
1
bad
year.
fucking buy. That's actually not a bad
Yeah.
buy at all. I didn't think about
I'm
that.
surprised. I thought, dude, I didn't think about it either until I watched GTA video. This guy was talking about making some money from the in-game stocks on the game, and I was like, wait a minute, what about real life
Yeah,
stocks
real life
for
stocks.
GTA?
Fuck the GTA stocks.
That's how I figured it out, right? That's when I thought of it. Oh, fuck off, man. All right, he said, "Damn, you talk loud." Am I loud on here? Am I loud on here?
No, I can control however loud you are. You're good.
All right, let's see, bro.
Hey.
All right, and
He
then
got laid though.
what we did here, though, is my dad. I sprayed my dad with pepper spray,
Oh.
and the idea was he had to go after being sprayed with pepper spray. He had to rush in the house with his robber outfit and try to grab as many of like these things with the price tags I put on them. So we got all kinds of price tags on things, you know. And he had to try to grab these and put it in the bag while blind from pepper spray and dealing with the pain, right? And then so the idea was to see how good you can rob a house under the effects of pepper spray.
That's a
the video.
fire. That's a fire
Yeah.
idea.
I'll get that too on his Patreon once he posts it. I'm not gonna post it though until like months later. That way it's special for his Patreon first, you know. But yeah, it's good footage, man. I'll show it to you though before I post it.
Yeah, drop
I'll show it
it
to you even
send it
months
to me in
before.
the DM or some shit.
Yeah,
Let's go,
I'll
Polly.
give you that shit for sure.
I guess this is going to be stuff that gets stolen, so there's a little bit of a plot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to see. Right there.
How much have you guys worked out the beats of what goes on in there after he gets sprayed?
Not really.
No,
We let everything play out naturally. That way, it's everything. It's gonna do itself, right?
Do you have any formal improv training?
No.
Groundling, Second
Yeah.
City? So you're just relying on instincts
Yep.
once you get inside.
Just let it flow. Life will do the thing for us, man.
Yeah. Time.
Just wait for the cloud to disperse. We can't wait that
Oh,
long.
you get to the robbery part. W. Let's go. No, we don't.
He does. He shows a tiny bit at the end, but I'm I got it though. I got it from Patreon, and I also filmed with my camera.
Oh
He
shit.
pours milk on his face at one point. Takes a milk shower, because he's trying to take care of the effects right there with it.
Inside,
funny,
dude.
it's true.
Inside. Oh,
my mom was
God.
like, my mom said, "Jesus Christ, Joey, can't you do this outside?" It's like, and I didn't think about it.
That definitely would have
Oh,
been
shit,
a
I
better
can
idea to
see
do
me.
inside. Oh yeah, fuck, my bad. I can turn that off now. I can turn the screen share off. Oh,
Oh, cool.
shit.
I know I can see.
Oh
Yeah, that was a dope video, dude. So much fun, man.
yeah. What was it like?
It-
Fucking. How long did the filming like actually take? Like, was it like a day? Was it just like one day, one night, or
No, I
like?
think. How long do you think Danny Mullen was here, bro, Dad? You think it was like an hour and 30 minutes? I feel like, right? He said he was gonna be here 2 hours, but it felt like maybe an hour and 30 to 2 hours for sure. And then he wasn't here super long after. We just kind of talked about like, he said, "Man, I'm so happy I came out to Tennessee. That was amazing." And then we talked and texted a little bit about. He said his favorite part was my mom almost barfing from the pee stunt. That footage is so good, dude.
It's
I can't
gold.
wait to show it. It's hilarious.
Actually
I
gold.
promise you, it's gold. It's great. The best footage I've ever seen in my life. As far as like with my own eyes, I'll have to see how they filmed it, like the cameraman, what he got. But so he didn't really stay super long after that. So it ended up being about 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours for sure.
Okay. Do you ever?
Yeah. So not really.
What's it called? Do you ever like first question is, have you ever had like a normal job?
Yeah, so I had two. I worked at McDonald's one time. And dude, I got a story for that for a second. It was so annoying. It wasn't like the biggest story ever, but when I was working there was this guy who would get high in the bathroom, and then they would make me do his work. And then I was sitting there trying to get my work and his work done, and they would get on to me saying, "You need to be quicker." I'm sitting there thinking, "Bro, the dude's getting smoking weed in there, and you're passing it on to me and then getting on to me when I'm not fast at both jobs at the same time. Come on." So I had that job, and I thought that was fucking annoying. I had it for like a summer or some shit while I was out of school. For the summer, of course, summer break. And then I had Goodwill. Goodwill would hire people with autism and anxiety and stuff like that. But man, I started getting suicidal. There was a point where I was looking at knives in the back, thinking about killing myself and shit, because I felt trapped, bro. I felt like I didn't want to let my parents down and quit the job, because I was like, that's my only second job, so I want to make them proud. And so I felt like I was trapped and just couldn't leave because I want to make them proud. And then I also felt trapped because my anxiety and just like having to go there every day. So I just was building up. It got to a point where I got really fucking bad and mentally and depressed and shit. So that was the only other job I had so far.
Do you ever worry about like the stuff that you do now, like blocking you from things in the future? Like since you're doing all like the disgusting and crazy shit, do you ever feel like it might block you from other stuff? Like even
I
if
don't really
you
know if I'll ever have a job, so I don't know if I get disability for like my anxiety and shit
okay.
because I can't work. It's like that bad where I just not able to work a job because it gets to that point where it gets so suicidal and shit and just like feel trapped. So I did get disability because of that. So at the moment I'm on that, but I would like to eventually get off that and just have social media and do that, right?
Okay.
Because I don't want to live off government's money. I feel like a loser, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What
All
type
right.
of shit would
But
you? Oh wait, what?
what's up?
What
No, my dad was talking to me. I was trying to let him through.
what type of shit would you
Let him
like
through the gate.
transition to if you transitioned away from stunts? Do you plan on like keeping doing stunts, or how long do you plan
So
on
I'd
continuing to
always
do
do
stunts?
stunts. I figured no matter how old my dad is, even when he's a grandpa, I would just make the stunt footage even funnier. Not like painful stuff. You could probably have like brittle bones and shit. I don't know how that works, but so not like super crazy shit, but we could still do gross challenges and we could still do some not tasers. I'd my old grandpa doing that ain't so good. So I'm not really sure what we could do, but I figured I want to do a stunts as long as possible, but I'd like to do vlogs so that I can, show more of our personality and how we are as people and just, the more relatable side of things because I'd like people to know more about us as well, not just the crazy stuff. I think it'd be cool to do IRL streams and maybe do some gaming on live streams and stuff. So maybe something like that. And then I want to film more movies with the people from Fish Tank. We're planning on doing another one next year as well. So like just pretty much a lot of different things, man. I just love making content. I have fun working with friends and other people, and just that's why I came on here as well. I just have fun working with people, man.
Yeah,
That's what I like. I feel like it's lonely if you're not working with others.
it
So
definitely
I
can
plan
be.
on doing a lot.
It
Yeah.
definitely
So
can be. So like, how did you and Danny Mullen come in contact?
A long time ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, I messaged his producer, which I didn't know at the time that it was his producer on the podcast. I didn't know till recently. My friend was like, "Oh, that's his producer, by the way." I was like, "Oh," but I was a guy named Brooks. I did know he was in the videos of Danny Mullen. That's how I first discovered him, right? But I went to his page and seen all his art and paintings and stuff, and I just told him, "Bro, these are dope." I was like, "Man, I got to get one of these made someday." And then we just kind of kept talking for like years, and then eventually this last year, 2024, and then like I think it was like in August, somewhere maybe June, I don't know. But he was like, "Hey, you need to come on the podcast," and I was like, "Fuck, that's in California." I was like, "I'm definitely down to do that, but I just can't, go out there because I don't really have money's tight a lot of times." But then when Pauly Shore asked as well, I was like, "That's two people." So I
Yeah,
mean,
knock them
that's like
both out.
like yeah, knock them both out, and I'd feel so regretful if I turned these people down, right? And I had this
Yeah,
opportunity.
big
So that's
opportunities.
so that's when I went out there, but I met Brooks. That's who I first met, and he's the one that mentioned it. And then when we were out there, it was cool to hear what he said because he was like, "Man, I knew these guys would be hilarious for the podcast." So that makes you feel good hearing that. But yeah, that's how it all started, bro. And then that Danny was like, "Oh, I should definitely fly out and film these guys." And then he came here. So,
Shit. Yeah.
but pretty wild.
Seems like things are going fucking pretty damn good for you. I seen in
Yeah.
your video that you said like you did this year. You said you were just changing. You were tired of shit.
Mm,
You were taking the
fuck yeah,
fucking
bro.
bull by the goddamn horns, and it seems like it's
Exactly.
been fucking working for you. What are some
Yeah.
of the things you say that you changed this last year, like that actually made
So
this
first,
progress start continuing and working?
So I never okay. A lot of times I have like 140K on Instagram, right? So there's people that sometimes want to work with me, but I'd make excuses, because of my anxiety. I'd be like, let's do this whenever I'm bigger. Let's wait till I'm bigger and have even more followers, and then we'll do it. And then I just kept making excuses like that, where I just keep putting it off and shit because of how bad my anxiety was. But eventually, when Brooks asked me to come out there, I had so much anxiety, dude. I was even in my head, I was like, Danny Mullen's probably not someone I'd actually be on camera with because I'd be too nervous. He's pretty intimidating. Like he roasts you the whole time. And like for someone like me who's shy, never leaves the house, and never has any friends or talks to anybody, that's a lot, man. It's a lot to take on for your first collab, right? But then I was like, fuck, man, I'm never gonna. I always think about how, man, I believe I could do so well on social media if I just travel and get out there and work with people, right? But I was like, it's never gonna happen. But I was like, you know what? Fuck that. These people asked me to do this. I'm just gonna say yes and just take it as it comes. It just like I know it's gonna be so scary and shit, but fuck it, dude. It's like, man, I gotta do something, bro. I can't let it hold me back, man. And I was so nervous and I was just pretending it's not real and just think, oh, it's not actually gonna happen though. So, don't worry about it. Just take each day. And then when it got here, I was getting more scared. I even had a panic attack one night, right? But after I did that, bro, I was like, fuck, if I could do that and they enjoy my stuff that much, I should reach out to other people. And that's how I got the next collab. I was just reaching out to different people, showing my stuff. And, different people started wanting to work with me as well. And then I was like, man, I can't let this anxiety come back. That's why I was in the mindset of like, bro, fuck anxiety, dude. I'm
Yeah.
not letting it come back. Cause for the moment that I did the Danny thing and a couple other things, my anxiety went away a little bit. So I was like, fuck, dude, don't let it come back. Just keep chasing it, keep doing it. And that's where I got in that mindset. And that's kind of how I changed it. Is I was like, dude, since I got that little moment of no anxiety after doing the stuff that scared me the most, I was like, someone's calling me. I was like,
Whoops. Whoops. Shalom.
oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hey, can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, I thought I ended the call on them. I thought they called me and I was like, fuck. But no, dude, man, I've never had that experience in my life where I was able to have no anxiety. So I was like, man, I got to really take this advantage of this opportunity of having no anxiety right now.
Yeah.
Right. I still have anxiety, but to an extent where I can actually get out and try it and go do things. So I still had anxiety when I went to do the movie. Like at night, I was trying to walk really quiet so I didn't wake people up. I was so nervous and I was going to disturb people. And my headphones started going beep, beep, beep. I was like, fuck, dude. And it's like there's like the room has like no roof to it, so they could hear everything, right? So I was really nervous, but I noticed that my anxiety was mostly gone. So I was like, fuck that. I'm not letting it come back. I'm just gonna keep doing collab after collab and keep putting myself in uncomfortable situations until I'm comfortable one day. So that's how that ended. That's how that happened.
Yeah,
Um,
that's probably the
dude,
best way to get at that. Probably the best way to attack that. Just do it.
yeah,
Nike, like
yeah.
just like Nike said, nigga, just do it.
Yeah, I can't believe it took so fucking long, man. It took so long to get to this point.
Shit, I'm glad that you finally have been able to fucking get to a point like
Yeah.
this and grow past the ailments and
Hell yeah.
stuff that you felt was
Did you
holding you
ever
back before.
did you ever have anxiety or anything like that yourself or
I get like mild. I don't have like anxiety. Well,
oh.
I get anxious, but I wouldn't say that I have anxiety. Like I'll get
How about
certain situations, like I have had panic attacks. Like I'll get like
yeah.
panic attacks, but I don't have like anxiety in the way that like you're describing it. Never like social
How about
anxiety
whenever
really.
yeah, how about whenever you stood up in front of the class for like a project or something? That ever make you nervous?
Streaming has really helped with that, to be honest. Like,
But you did have it?
yeah,
You did have it
yeah,
before?
back when I was
So
younger,
imagine that. Yeah, imagine that with every time you meet anybody, even your own grandma, bro. I literally had anxiety with my own grandma because I haven't seen her in years at times. And like when she came over, I was like, man, I feel like I can't think of anything to say, and I'm just gonna be make her bored and just like gonna be a fucking boring person in the room. So I just had stress over every little detail, bro. But yeah, it's like
no.
that, but with everybody. And the panic attacks I'd get just by meeting people, bro. So it's bad. You're lucky, bro. You never had that. That's it sucks, dude. It's very crippling. It can get that bad sometimes.
No, I definitely relate on the depression side sometimes, but I've never really had too bad of anxiety to hold me back from stuff. And streaming and dealing with all types of different people and shit has definitely helped me grow past the more anxious phase. I feel like I'm pretty decent at public speaking and stuff like that. Like I had to
Yeah,
do a
yeah,
lot of presentations and stuff in college, and then I would
yeah,
just get in this mode where I'm just basically the same mode I get in where I'm streaming. Just do it. Like you were saying, just fucking do it. Don't even think about it and
yeah, yeah.
just let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of when I'm on streams now, dude, after the boxing event, it kind of gradually went up. It was like at first it was like 100 viewers, 150, 300, then it was 600, then it had 1,000. But I like that kind of the way that happens because it gradually went up, and I kind of felt comfortable to just chill. It's like wow, there's a little bit more people, a little bit more people. So I kind of just chill, and then after that, I realized, you know what, man, that was not too bad, bro. And all I did was just be myself and chill, right? So I'm like, fuck, if that's all I got to do, I think I could probably do some live streams. Like I just
Yeah.
hang out, chill, and just hang out with the boys, fucking chill, and not worry about it. So
That's really
that
what it
helped
is
a
at the end
lot.
of the day.
Yeah,
Well, shit. I think that about wraps up the
yeah,
interview.
that was dope, man.
Hell yeah, I had a lot of fun here. Learned a lot of fucking insider shit. Ace still ain't lost his
Let me
virginity.
know when it goes to YouTube. Let me know when it goes to YouTube, and I'll share that.
I'm gonna try and edit it up tonight, and I'm gonna get it posted. I'm gonna hopefully get it posted by tomorrow, hopefully. But shit,
Yeah, yeah.
nice fucking.
Also, feel free. Feel free to use any of my footage for it if you want to put in footage for different things. Feel free to use some of the Danny Mullen clips, stuff like that. If you want to kind of have some of that on screen while you're talking about, it, feel free. That's totally good. I'm always down with people using whatever they want. So I just
Okay.
want to point that out.
Yeah, bet. Yeah, chat, if y'all feel like making any clips, throwing any TikToks up, feel free to. But
Oh yeah.
that's gonna go ahead and conclude the Who Knows Zombie interview and the reaction
Yeah,
behind the
dude.
scenes with motherfucking zombies. Appreciate
Yes.
all y'all that
Yeah, and
fucking tap the fuck in.
Bro, whenever we if the big collab happens, I'll definitely come back on and get my dad on here sometime. And if the movie happens and it does well, I'll come back on for that if you want, or if you just want me on.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
always down, bro. So
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
shoot you a motherfucking message. We
Hell yeah.
definitely gonna stay in touch. We're definitely gonna stay in touch. All the zombie
course.
socials will be in the motherfucking description. So make sure to check them out. Check them out. Show some love. Appreciate y'all motherfuckers that tapped in.
You can't come around my gang. You ain't got no fucking motion. You ain't got no fucking motion.